What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Is Ice Cube MAGA? Let's get into this shit. This shit is wild. Before we get into this, actually, let me do my whole thing. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon under the misanthropic one. Follow me also on Parler. I'm on there as well. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to do an Odyssey account. I'm leaning towards that. Share this video, upvote this video, so we can fight the YouTube algorithm and YouTube censorship together. All right. Let's get right into this because I just can't. This is too good. All right. So I'm on Hip Hop DX, and states here Ice Cube gets persecuted on Twitter after he's accused of being a Trump supporter. Ice Cube has built a career on being as anti-establishment as it gets, from his pioneering work with NWA and the seething No Vaseline diss track where he proclaims "I'll never have the dinner with the president," to his more recent Arrest the President single. There hasn't appeared to be a Republican-leaning bone in his body. And this is so fucking hilarious. Who's this guy? Kyle Ustais, I don't know how to say your last name. He doesn't really lean towards the Democrats either. He's more of he hits everybody, to be honest. But lately, of course, you know, it's Hollywood's trend to go at Trump, right? But this 2020 on Wednesday, October 14th, Cube became a trending Twitter topic after Donald Trump's senior campaign advisor, Katrina Pearson, thanked the gangster rap legend for allegedly assisting Trump develop the Platinum Plan via Twitter. So here's the tweet, Katrina Pearson, and you are fine as hell, Katrina. Shout out to Ice Cube for his willingness to step up and work with the Donald Trump administration to develop the Platinum Plan, she wrote. Leaders gonna lead, haters gonna hate. Thank you for leading. So Cube soon headed to Twitter to do some damage control, writing, facts. I put the CWBA contract with Black America. He put it out to both parties. Both parties contacted me. Dem said we'll address the CWBA after the election. Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to us about the contract. Despite Cube's attempt at an explanation, it was too late. The damage was done. Twitter erupted with reactions to Ice Cube's perceived hypocrisy, especially since he just posted a video stating no president in the entire history of this country has ever done right by black people. All right, so you can see right here, well, not so much that. You see the tweets. I'm confused. Ice Cube, the man who dropped Arrest the President, is now supporting Trump's bogus Platinum Plan, the faux plan that panders for the black vote out of desperation. Please, Ice Cube, say something. If this is true, help us understand why. Ice Cube on Trump. Do I think he's ever going to do anything to help poor people or people that are struggling? No. 2018, he's violating the country in a lot of ways. Every day is something. It's just every day. 2020. Can't wait to see Trump like Weinstein in handcuffs. Ice Cube sold out and is MAGA now. So you see all there's a bunch of people in their feelings. Yeah. Shit is fucking weak. And let me tell you something. This is something that really pisses me off. Only because, look, I could understand people going at him for him being a hypocrite. I have in the past, I think I made a video, was it last year, called Hip Hop Hypocrites. Early this year or last year I dropped it, and he was one of the people I was talking about. But I was just off the basis of him I believe, going at Trump, but meanwhile, I forget the. I don't want to go back into that. I forget the reason why I did it, but you could go check it out yourself. It's Hip Hop Hypocrites. It was him and Snoop I was talking about. But what really pisses me off is how there's this outrage. Let me go back to my ugly fucking face. How there's this fake outrage. All right. You heard you heard Cube himself say he was putting out the contract for Black America. I remember he was talking about this, saying that, look, whoever fucks with it, that's who I'm voting for. He essentially said that in the beginning, and he put it out there, and his own words, look, Democrats and Republicans both contacted me. Republicans said, hey, look, we're going to weave some of this into the platinum plan. Democrats said, we'll worry about it after the election. Which one would you go with? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And this is just very emblematic of the Democrats. I keep telling you, they don't want to do anything for us as black people. Now they're being upfront with it because, you know, Trump made all these motherfuckers go crazy. So now they're out of desperation. They don't know what to do. So they're telling you, no, we'll wait till after the election, which means, no, vote for me. And then afterwards, once I'm in office, I'm going to make some dumb excuse why we can't fuck with the contract for Black America or whatever. That's what they're telling you. The platinum plan, I don't know if y'all looked it up. Looks pretty good. There's been some criticism out there about the timing of the platinum plan, which I kind of understand, but at the same time, a lot of the stuff in the platinum plan is already implemented. It's already in the works. It's already been proven. The First Step Act, Opportunity Zone, investment, education. So a lot of it is building off of that stuff. Like, there's supposed to be a Second Step Act, which I'm dying to see what Trump is going to do with that. And if some of the contract for Black America was woven into that shit, and Cube had a part to play in putting stuff into it, I don't understand what the problem is. See, I know what the problem is with a lot of y'all SJWs, a lot of you niggas out there. This is why people always say that it's never enough. Nothing's ever good enough. Some people might get with it. Then there's going to be people, nah, man, it's pandering. For those that are saying that it's pandering, you got to remember, Trump did not need the black vote to win. He didn't need majority of the black vote, and he still won. All right? So how is it pandering? Especially when the shit's already in motion. How is it pandering? Pandering is when you're in desperate need of something from somebody. He doesn't need the black vote to win. He don't. So this is just something that he's doing. You know, he's for all Americans, whether you want to believe it or not. And a lot of y'all, particularly you Negroes, always want to segregate yourselves. From what I see with all this fake progression shit that a lot of y'all follow, you just want to segregate yourselves instead of acknowledging yourselves as American. Yes, you want to be African American. I acknowledge myself as African American. I'm first generation. I take pride in where my parents come from. My family is from Africa. I'm very happy about that. But I was born here too. You know, so I get a piece. I want to grab a piece of that shit. So I don't see what the problem is with reaching across the aisle and talking to people that you may differ from them politically. I've said this 1,000 times, and find some common ground. You know, this is why I like Killer Mike. And by the way, shout out to Killer Mike on his Greenwood project that he's starting to help black people and Latinos. I read the article. It says Latinx. Sidebar, listen, if all my Latinos that follow me, I'm not calling you Latinx or Latinx. That's some bullshit liberal talk. I'm not doing that SJW talk. I'm not calling you Latinx. Latino, all right? Shout out to Killer Mike for actually taking a step further and doing stuff for the community, all right? And I love Killer Mike because he's willing to talk to people that are different than him to, you know, bounce ideas back and forth, find common ground. That's the whole point of this whole shit. But a lot of you SJWs, a lot of you progressives and far leftists don't want that shit. That's what you're mad at Cube about. Not the fact that, well, actually the fact that something might come of it too. I told y'all, a lot of you like the image of change or the idea of change. You don't really want the change, all right? And Cube kind of addressed some of this on his latest Instagram post. It was a video thing talking about how he's been reading a lot, and he's been talking about how us as black people need to get ours, like we need to get our money up, and that's how we'll garner respect, and we need to build our own shit. This is shit I've been saying for years, all right? And this is why a lot of people are turning against him, because when you start talking like that with a little bit of common sense, people don't like that shit. People just want to be coddled. That's the age that we're living in right now, all right? And I totally agree with that. This is why Booker T. Washington is my favorite OG. Just do what you gotta do. Make yourself indispensable. Don't worry about nothing else. Everything else is gonna fall in line, all right? So is Cube MAGA? No. Actually, I kind of wish he would be MAGA. I wish he would put on the hat just to piss a lot of y'all off, because I understand how y'all act. Y'all are more, again, y'all more worried about this insignificant minutia. You're worried about what people are wearing. That triggers y'all. I wish he would be MAGA, because he stated in the latest IG, oh, people are mad at me, but I don't give a fuck, and this and that. Good. You know, and again, I see nothing wrong with reaching across the aisle. Again, this whole thing is Cube, MAGA, and everything. No, this is ridiculous. This is almost like you're working at a job and you go to a boss and you address the boss about what's going on. What can we do to make this better? Does that mean that I'm best friends with the fucking boss? Am I going out and hanging out and cracking a beer open with this dude? And no, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, if anything comes of it, that's all extra, but that doesn't mean I'm doing that. A lot of y'all, and that's my problem with a lot of y'all have your feels. Oh, it has to be, he got to be down and into this and that and be my best friend. Nah, it don't got to be that. Get yours. This is your opportunity. Stop whining, stop crying, stop waiting for everybody to do shit for you. All right? Take advantage of what's out there and shut the fuck up. I'm so sick and tired of it. You know what I mean? So, just to rant on that shit. Shout out to Ice Cube for going out there, putting it out there and just saying, hey, look, what are we doing? What are black people getting? You know what I mean? And it's something, and let's put our best foot forward and build and build and build. All y'all that are bitching and whining, just step to the side. Get the fuck out the way. All right? Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Shout out to Ice Cube. Shout out to my girl, Katrina Pearson. Holla at your boy, all right? if you got time. And that's it. Peace, bitches.